Welcome to Kat's Kitchen and welcome to my new sugar slash series. In this series, I'm going to be doing 31 days of videos and recipes for lower sugar drinks. I know a lot of us in the new year like to make resolutions or goals to eat a little bit healthier, maybe lower the sugar intake a little bit. One of my intentions in the new year is to just lower my overall sugar intake. So the goal of this new series is to create some fun, delicious drinks that are just lower in overall sugar. And I do just want to say that there is absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying your coffee, your drinks, the way you enjoy them with however much sugar. For me personally, I'm just trying to keep my morning coffees and afternoon teas under, 10, 5-ish grams of sugar. So that's what all of my recipes will be including. You can absolutely always modify any of these drink recipes to have full amounts of sugar, more sugar, even less sugar if you wanted to. All of these recipes are just meant to give you some inspiration for things that you can make yourself at home. Without further ado, the first recipe in this new series is a Dutch Bros Protein Cocomo. If you're not familiar with Dutch Bros, they're a coffee chain on the West Coast, and they have a drink called the Cocomo, and it is delicious. It's a coconut mocha, so an iced mocha with coconut syrup. Today I'm using the Torani sugar-free coconut syrup. It's delicious. And then I'm doing a chocolate protein drink or milk shake. Chocolate protein shake. I bought this one from Sprouts. It's the Owen brand. I like this one. I don't think it's too funky, but if you have a chocolate protein powder or protein shake that you love, use that one. You can also use just a chocolate milk that has more protein. This one has 20 grams, but I'm not gonna use the entire 12-ounce container. So it'll probably add 10 to 15-ish grams of protein, which is great. This drink is not a meal replacement by any means. It's just a healthier option if that's what you're looking for. Lower sugar, because there's no sugar in the syrup. And then this one has only 4 grams of added sugar. There is some cane sugar in it, but 4 grams compared to, I don't even want to know how much the Dutch Bros one has. I'll probably input how much sugar they have in their medium drink. So we have the sugar-free coconut syrup, we have a chocolate protein shake, and then we need espresso. So I'm gonna use my Nespresso Virtuo machine, and I'm using these double espresso dolce pods. Well, one of these double espresso pods mean it's 2 shots of espresso. So I'm looking for 2 shots. I'll only need 1 pod. And let's start the recipe. To start, add 1 tablespoon of the sugar-free coconut syrup to your cup. Again, if you want, you can add regular sugar, coconut syrup. You could also even do half a tablespoon of regular and half a tablespoon of the sugar-free. I like to combine a regular syrup with the sugar-free syrup, so you're still getting, that sweetness and that flavor, but half of the overall sugar instead of using a full tablespoon of this. Syrup is in the cup, and then let's brew espresso right over the top of it. You might be able to see over here. Have my Nespresso machine. Pop the pod in place, and then simply turn her on. And that's it. So easy. And then we're just gonna wait 2 minutes. If you don't have a Nespresso machine, no worries. Use an espresso machine. You can use instant espresso powder. I like Cafe Bustelo or Nescafe Gold instant espresso. They're powders, and you just dissolve some in water. I'll link them in the description below, along with videos on how to make espresso using both options. Another option is using an AeroPress or a mocha pot. So there's many, many, many ways you can get espresso at home. I'm just using a Nespresso today because super easy, super convenient, and I know a lot of y'all have one. Isn't this cute, by the way? I found this at Marshall's. Love. Sugar-free coconut syrup is in here along with 2 shots of espresso, and I'm using a mason jar, so you can maybe not tell from there, but this is just over 2 ounces of liquid. We're probably at like 2.5. If you don't have an espresso machine and you're wanting to know how many ounces, it's about 2.5. And then add in 6 to 8 ounces of chocolate protein shake. I like mine to be a little bit stronger coffee tasting, so I'm gonna do 6 ounces, which is 3/4 of a cup. But if you want to do a full cup, you can do that. And if you want more, do even more. So I'm at 2-ish ounces. I want to get to just over 8. Okay. Full circle there. All right, let's do just over the cup line. Cool. Cool. This one's actually pretty good. Pretty good. And again, you can do chocolate milk. If you want to do chocolate milk, I do recommend getting a sugar-free one without any added sugar, because we're trying to keep the sugar content low. And then lastly is adding in, we already had milk. Add in ice. Ice, baby. I very much recommend adding your ice last. You want to let the milk cool your espresso first and then add ice. I also very much recommend, if you're using a Nespresso machine for your espresso, to use these larger ice cubes like I did rather than pebble ice, because pebble ice is so small it's going to melt instantly the second it touches that warm or hot Nespresso espresso. But it really doesn't matter if you're using like espresso machine espresso, because it does not come out nearly as hot. But that is a personal preference. You could also make coffee ice cubes and put those in the freezer and use those so that doesn't water it down. But I find it does kind of just affect the taste of the espresso a wee bit, so I don't love doing that. But again, just personal preference. Mix the drink until the entire cup is cold to the touch. So not just the top, you want the bottom to be nice and chilly too. Nice and chilly. And there you have it, a 4-gram sugar Cocomo with 10 grams of protein. Fabulous. Wow, so stinking good. The coconut and the chocolate together, mwah, mwah, delicioso. Alrighty, there you have it, a Dutch Bros Protein Cocomo using the Torani sugar-free coconut syrup, a chocolate protein shake, some espresso, and some ice. Perfect drink to have in the morning or midday if you need something with protein and lower sugar. Highly recommend trying this out. If you do try out this recipe, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, my goodness gracious. My life flashed before my eyes. Woo! Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of my sugar slash series. Tomorrow we're making a sparkling mangonada, which is just gonna be absolutely fabulous. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Got a blast.